Well, in case you're wondering where we are today, we're shooting at our lovely Active Adult Center, the Summit, and I have with me Mr. Byron Allen. He's our, what are you, Allen?
I'm a recreation leader here at the Grand Prairie Summit.
And he also is in charge of the new gardening program here at the conservatory, better known as a greenhouse to some of you not in the upper crust. But those of us who are really interested in gardening, what's going on here at the Summit?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Susan. We've got a lot of fun things coming up. As you were pointing out earlier, it's spring has sprung, and we're going in full swing up here at the conservatory. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday it's going to be open to our Summit members to play in the dirt, to plant, to get educated, sometimes by special guests such as yourself, or some specialists from the outside. We're
going to have special guest speakers, and I think that you have someone coming, or you've got something going with the North Central Texas Urban Foresters?
Susan, I was fortunate enough to attend that workshop that you had at the Uptown Theater, and I made a bunch of connections that were highly interested in the conservatory here at the Summit. And with them and people from other people you associated myself with, get them in here and come educate our public over here, the Summit members, and show them some of the tips.
Now, Byron, you're talking about doing classes every third Saturday, and that'll include orientation into the program.
They'll be able to come and go as they choose at their leisure, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, once they've attended their Green Thumb certification given on the third Saturday of the month between 12 and 3.
And have been through the proper orientation and ensure that they know how to use the facility and make sure that they're not going to get hurt and that we're not hurting any of our items here. And I believe we even are going to have maybe a cold frame and a mist bench and just all the things it's going to take to make the program go.
All of it, and then some.
Well, we're going to have several classes here at the Summit, and you can read about our classes in Life is Grand, or go to grandfungp.com and go under horticulture and find those classes that we're holding at Charlie Taylor Recreation Center every Thursday, and you too can learn how to grow on the proper way. Here we are at the Summit, out back of the conservatory, and this is where the actual gardening is going to happen in these raised beds. And I'm sitting on the side of the bed so that I can show you the ease of movement in gardening. You can reach right towards the middle from either side to get your fruits of your labor, and also to pull weeds. Now we're using a nice friable soil that has what we call expanded shell in it, and this is a site that can hold nutrients and water until the plants are ready for them. The beauty of this product is that it never decomposes. You know how you'll take your beds and add your organic matter and they're all fluffy at the first of the year, and by the end of the year they're decomposed and compressed like this because the nutrients, the organic matter has decompressed and composed because the plants are using the nutrients. The microorganisms are tearing that soil up so that the plants can use them. And we just fill these beds up and then we can plant them. This is one of the newest products on the market, and this is glass-coated lumber. So it's impregnated with a glass coating on the outside that will not hurt any of our fruits or vegetables. It's not going to leach into the beds. And then it's pegged together so we don't have any nails that are going to rust, etc. In the bottom of the bed, we put about 8 to 10 layers of newspaper, and then we put a weed block on top of that, brought it up the bed about a foot, and stapled it to the bed so that we can't get any weed encroachment from underneath the bed. The beauty of this is that we can work in these beds when it's wet, and if it's excessively wet in the spring, they'll drain thoroughly. But we also have the ability to put some good soil in here, and we're not fighting our matted clay that is so hard to amend and work. So this is going to give us a beautiful site to work, and as you can see, we're starting out with 4 beds. They're about 3 or 4 feet wide, and I'm not sure how long they are, 16 to 20 feet. And they're going to produce a lot more vegetables in what we call square foot gardening than they would if we were just letting them sprawl out on the ground. The peas, tomatoes, and our vining type plants will be trellised up, and we'll use those for shade for some of our crops that need a little bit more coolness to grow, such as our cucumbers and squash when it gets extremely hot during the summer. So as you can see, raised beds are very versatile and are very, very easy on your back because you can sit on the edge of the bed and work the bed. These are also wheelchair accessible because you can roll up to the edge and reach into the bed and work on them. But as you can see, it's much easier on your back. So we're very excited about the program here at the Summit and hope you'll come and join us.